Blasco back in the room. What's that like to have him there and his energy and expertise?
I mean, it's good, having him back in the room, especially his expertise and, the blocking game, the run game, the way that he coaches up everything in the run game and help get everything on the same page. So it's glad to have him back.
What was missing, or maybe I don't know if that's the right way of phrasing it, but how did you feel his absence?
Just as far as I would say our communication up front, talking to each other, making sure everybody up front is on the same page, IDing the right guys, making sure we're blocking and going to the right guys.
Tony, your yards per carry are down from 5.2 last year to 3.9. How do you have to have patience? I think part of it's probably being in a new role, expanded role. They know it's coming. How much patience do you have to show while you kind of wait for those to pop?
Well, I mean, during the season, that's something that I really don't pay much attention to. It doesn't take nothing but like 1 or 2 big games, and then it'll pop right back up. But, at the moment, we're focused on winning, going out there, executing.
Have you had to show more patience, though, as you wait for the things to pop?
Yeah, just letting things come to me, not trying to force it, just being patient out there.
So how important is it to have Jeff Blasco back in the building?
Like I just said earlier, it's important, especially I feel like it's more important for the guys up front, just his presence, him always being there reassuring guys on who they're going to, what they're blocking, how they're blocking the assignment. So just making sure everybody's on the same page.
Ahead of the season, there was a lot of talk about a commitment to the run. Why do you think that you guys have moved away from that at times?
I mean, different games, different flows, they go different ways. You come into a game with a mindset of how you want to play it, or how you want to approach it, but then the flow of the game may dictate it and make it go another way. So it's just playing football.
Third straight game with the offensive line intact. Do you think this helped the running game pop this week?
Definitely. Just having those guys back out there for a few games in a row now, getting their rhythm, getting used to playing with each other. So I feel like it'll get better.
Did you? It looked like you didn't see that corner from behind. What was your advantage when you went back and reviewed that play?
Man, I was mad. I was so mad when I got up. I didn't see him at all to the right. When I watched the film, all I had to do was run to the left, and it would have been a touchdown. But we'll get some more. We'll get some more of those plays.
You had a big run a year ago against the Rams. Is that something that you go back and review before playing them again this year?
Yeah, just watching the film over the tape throughout the years that we've played them, and just trying to take things from that year to this year and just put it together, see what we can find out.
What did your bye week look like? Were you looking at this Rams tape, or was this really time for just to sort of step away and breathe a bit?
I feel like for the bye week, it was more of a self-evaluation, watching my tape, watching my tendencies, things that I like to do on film, and just trying to keep defenses, so I'm not predictable out there.
Did you find some stuff in the self-scouting?
Definitely, yeah.
What about that wheel route up into the end zone? First time we've seen him run that this year. Was that just more of an adjustment to the route that you needed to correct, or?
Me and Dak just got to get on the same page, get a couple reps of it in practice, and then we'll be good.
Did you guys get with Dak this week? I know in years past you guys have.
No, we didn't, not this week.
When we talk about cohesion with the offensive line and them kind of building camaraderie, I guess how much as a running back do you notice them trying to build camaraderie? Is that something that affects you when you're trying to find holes?
Definitely. Everything that they do, it affects us. When they're communicating, or if they're not communicating, or if they're IDing the right guy or IDing the wrong guy, it all affects one another. So it's all important.
Tony, the Chargers game twice you had to come across formation and pick up James, and both times were big plays. One of the Cooks, I believe. It might have been both the Cooks. But anyway, is that something as a rookie that you would have been able to do as well as you're doing it today?
That's something that I would be able to do as a rookie, but probably not to the level that I'm doing it now. Just over the years, seeing different things, different stunts from defenses, blitz packages and things like that, and just picking up on tendencies over time.
You take pride in that now too, knowing that you sprung.
Yes, sir. Just making the play. That's how I made the play.
How much of that is your eyes before the snap?
It's almost, I would say about 90%. 90% of it is eyes. You got to have eyes in the right places, know who you got to block, who's free, who the line's going to. So that's probably the biggest part of it.
Did you hear from Glasgow at all, like during his time away, like after a block like that on the touchdown?
Not really. I heard from him when he got back in after the game. He came in for the meetings and we talked to him, but yeah, that was about it.
What sort of challenges have you faced this year going from being RB2 to RB1 this year? What are you still sort of adjusting to?
I would say just being patient, not trying to force things, just not getting used to the early success, going in for a few plays, getting a big run, coming out, just being used to a different flow of the game and getting used to it.
Do you think the offense operates maybe a little more fluidly when Dak is moving around and using his legs some, whether it be moving the pocket or running?
Yeah, you could say that. You know, when he's using his legs, getting out of the pocket, making guys miss, that's when this team is dangerous.
What kind of challenges do the Rams defense with Aaron Donald? What kind of challenges?
I mean, they run a lot of different games, a lot of different blitz packages and things with him like that. They like to get a lot of attention with him and do like blitzes from the other side. So they got a lot going with Aaron Donald.
You gonna be ready to pick up that block at Peacock? You gotta pick it up with Aaron Donald.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but Dak, he just gotta know he gotta get it out quick.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Thanks, Tony.